Hello students, this is Poonam teacher back with a new video of general science, and today we shall deal with a new chapter, that is chapter 3, force and pressure. Now you all know that what is the meaning of force, as you have already studied this into your previous classes 6th or 7th standard, that force is a push or pull on any object, and force helps to change the direction of any object. And you might have also heard about Newton. He was a scientist and he has proposed some laws of motion, and in that the first law of motion states that a stationary object on which no force is acting remains stationary. Now what is the meaning of stationary? Stationary means when the object is not moving at all, when it is in its state of rest. So this is the meaning of stationary. So every object continues to remain in its state of rest or into the state of its motion until and unless any force is acting on it. Now I'll give you one example. If this is the pen, until and unless I pushes the pen with any force or I applies the force to this pen, it will not move. That means it will continue to remain in its state of rest. And if I will give a push like this, see, then it will move. But until and unless I apply any force to the pen, it will not move at all. So this suggests that for any object to move, force is required, and until and unless any force is applied to any object, it will continue to remain in its state of rest, it will remain stationary. In the same way, an object in motion continues to move with the same speed and direction when no force is acting on the object. Now, if any object is moving and if no force is applied to it, then it will continue to keep on moving into the same speed and same direction. So this is the Newton's first law of motion. Now in this first picture, a man is shown who is pushing the car. So when he will push the car, he is applying his muscular force on the car will move. The boy is pulling this dog with the help of a rope, and because of that the dog will be moving towards the boy. So in this case also force is applied by the boy. Then this boy is kicking the football, and because of that the football will move away with the help of the muscular force of its leg. So in all these cases this muscular force is applied. That means any kind of force is applied, and that has changed the direction of the objects. Now let's move towards contact and non-contact forces. What do you understand by contact force? Contact force, that means when the interaction between the two objects will take place, then some force will be passed from one object to another object, and the other object will try to change its direction or position. Now a car moves in forward direction when a man applies force from behind. That means the car and the muscular force of the man or the man is interacted, and that is why the car has been moved forward. Then a dog is being pulled by his master, and a boy playing football or a boy playing football is kicking the ball away. So in all these cases forces are applied. That means there is interaction between the ball and this boy, there is interaction between this boy or the master of this dog and the rope to which the dog has been tied. Then there is an interaction between this man and the car. So whenever the two different things will come in contact and force is applied from one of the body, then the other body will try to change its position or the direction just because of the application of the force. So such kind of forces in which the two objects will come in direct contact with each other are known as contact forces. Now I'll give you some examples of non-contact forces. That means actually no touching, no particular touch or no proper contact will be brought about between two different objects, but still some force will be there, and that force will be known as non-contact force. Now you can see a magnet over here, and these are the pins. The magnet will not be touching to the pins directly, but just if it is brought near to the pins, there will be attraction between the pins and the magnet because of the magnetic force. So such kind of force in which the another object will not be brought very close to or very near or in direct contact with any other object, still some force will be there. There will be some presence of force, and that force will be known as non-contact force. So in magnetic force, what happens, there is no need to bring the two objects really close to each other, that means really in direct contact with each other. Just you have to bring it nearer to that object, the other thing will be brought nearer to the first object, and then the attraction will take place. So such kind of force will be known as non-contact force. Then in second case, you can see that you charges your hair with the help of the comb, and then the bits of paper or the pieces of paper will be attracted towards the comb. So you're not bringing this cone directly into the contact, you're not keeping this comb directly onto the pieces of paper, just you're bringing it near to the pieces of the paper, and the papers will be attracted. That means there is some force, that is electrostatic force, and this is also an example of non-contact force. Now the coconut was hanged, or the coconut was connected to the tree, but then it suddenly fall and it fell on the surface of the earth. Now earth has pulled that coconut towards itself, okay, but still it is a non-contact force because simply the earth has applied its force of gravity remaining at its own position, and the coconut is attracted towards the surface of the earth due to the gravitational force. So again, this is an example of non-contact force.